Alright guys, got something to show you I think will be interesting, but first a little story. Before Christmas, a week or so, I was making some cookies with my mixer here, and I did something very bad. I was mixing with the bowl, in the bowl, and I was scraping the sides of the bowl with a spoon while mixing, and learned not to do that. The mixer and the spoon had a little fight, and guess what? The spoon won. There's where the mixer, where the beaters go in here. Let's see if I can get a better shot of it here. Where the beaters go in here, there's a little plastic ring, snap ring around there that locks them in, and this one broke when the spoon got caught up in between the two beaters. So it broke that, and I had glued it back together, and it did actually work a time or so, and but then it broke again, and I just wasn't gonna worry about fixing it. As you can see here, where is it? Right? Yep, right there. That's the all-important sign of quality, right there. So guess where this is headed? Yep. Bye-bye. So anyway, I'd been looking on eBay a long time for something else. I knew that one was gonna go out at some point, so I got a replacement here. This is a Sunbeam Mixmaster Model 12C. The C stands for chrome, and there's a lot of chrome on it. This Model 12 was built between the years of 1957 and 67. It was one of the longest running models that they had, and is considered to be the last of the classic Sunbeam Mixmasters. I believe this originally would have come with glass bowls. I got a stainless steel bowl, large bowl here, and I got a milk glass small bowl. The smaller bowls have spouts in them right there for pouring liquid ingredients into the dry ingredients, or whatever you want to do with that. I believe that you could get stainless steel as an option on the chrome, so it may have originally had stainless steel and a small bowl with it also. Most of them also came with glass juicers that would have sat right up here, and you would have moved the handle out of the way and set a glass bowl. There was a glass bowl that sat on top of there with a reamer that fit down in here, down into the motor, and had a spout under the bowl that would have directed the juice right into the bowl sitting right here. This one didn't come with it. I don't know if, I think a lot of them did, judging from the auctions that I've seen on eBay and everything. So there were also painted models, 4 different colors. You could get white, turquoise, pink, and yellow. And the painted models had 2 matching bowls with them. the juicers were always either white milk glass or they were clear for the chrome models. The view of the back of the motor, where there's vents around that S logo for venting the heat out of the motor. And this is the dial that you turn to get the different speeds. This is the first 12-speed motor that Sunbeam had, and I'm not really sure that it's not the same motor as the previous models, which were 10-speed. There's no it doesn't stop in between speeds on the indicator. It goes all the way from off, and you can see the different tasks it says that you can do on each speed. Add dry ingredients, folding, blend ingredients, cookies on 2. 3 is muffins and quick breads. 4 is 1 bowl cakes. 5 is white sauce and puddings. 6 is prepared cakes, cake mixes. 7 is cream, butter, sugar, and salad dressings. 8 is whipping potatoes and juicing, for the juicer, I guess, on the top. And 9 is whipping cream. 10 is for desserts, custards, etc. 11 is for icing and candies. And 12 is for beating eggs, egg whites, and most attachments. There were probably, other than the juicer, the most common attachment that I've seen is a meat grinder. That would there was a power unit that came off of the end of the motor here and went down. There's underneath the bowl, there's 2 holes that it would have rested in. I'll show you that later. But there was a power unit, and then a meat grinder sat off to the side. It would grind meat or vegetables, whatever you wanted to do there. There was also a blender that attached in the same manner, and I don't know if I'm not aware of any other real attachments for this model. I know for other models there were attachments all the way from ice cream makers to coffee grinders to food graters and choppers, and even things like whipping or churning butter and making mayonnaise you could do with different attachments. Let's see, what else is there to say? Let's see, there's a lever on the back here that you can change from a large bowl to a small bowl, which what would happen is, you can see I've got the large bowl on now, and it would move the whole head of the mixer over, and with the smaller bowl in place, the mixers or the beaters would be near the edge of the mixer, or near the edge of the bowl, so that it would scrape the sides of the bowl better, so you wouldn't have to use a spatula near as much. I think you can see here how this beater fits the edge of the bowl fairly well. I think over here is a lot tighter. There's also on this one beater next to the edge of the bowl, there's a plastic or a rubber tip on the end of it right there that as it spins, it actually spins the bowl around like that, and you'll see later when I turn it on how that works. But that's an ingenious way to get the bowl to move without having a bunch of extra gears and levers and whatever else. One thing I wanted to mention too, there are some really small holes up on top here. One there, one here, and one over here that are meant for meant to be oiled. You just drop a couple drops of like a sewing machine oil or something in there once a month under heavy usage, it says. And so it's meant to be maintained. There's on either side, there's plugs right here that can be screwed out. There's the brushes for the motors are behind here, spring loaded. It also tilts up without removing the beaters. You can tilt it up and change the bowls out. And I think I forgot, yep, this is on the large bowl setting, so let's try to move it over, and you can see how that fits in the small bowl right there. There's also a latch right here that, let's see, I think you push down on it, and that releases it, and you can lift the unit up and use it as a hand mixer. So you can use it as a hand mixer too. Take it over wherever to the stove if you need to. And I think it's supposed to be able to, well, yeah, I think you're supposed to be able to use it as a bowl, rest also. It's pretty heavy though. This is probably a good 10 or 12 pounds by itself, so I wouldn't want to be using that. And there you can see the two holes I was talking about under there, and there's a bearing on that this turntable fits into, that it can also be oiled if it has trouble spinning.